guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to just kind of fill in these little bit of areas on these press-ons so I can make them last longer. I went in and I prepped these press-ons by filing them down and putting a base coat on them before I put my hard gel on them. And like I said guys, the reason I'm doing this, you do not have to do this. I'm just doing it because I kind of put these on very bad and I want them to last instead of taking them off. They're still straight. There's just a few little pieces that they could have been up a little bit. So I'm just going to give them more life. After applying all the gel to all my nails, I give it a full cure of 120. Now I'm going to go in and buff them all out. I want to make sure that they are nice and smooth. And because I'm going to make them nice and smooth, guys, you're going to want to go in again with a base layer before you apply your gel. Gel does not like smooth. It needs something for it to hold on to. So the base layer will just give it a little bit of grip. Here we are, all nice and buffed. So I just grabbed my Venalisa base and I am going to go on and base all of my nails. Again, give it a full cure, and then I'm going to go in with the polish I've chosen. Polish I've chosen to do is this GD Cocoa J113. Now I've gone in, I've done most of my other nails, and I just did them with 3 nice little coats, very fine coats, and I painted them all matte. But I do want to show you guys the consistency of this gel paint. It is like a thick, creamy base. It is really nice to work with. This pigment is it's a very light nude color. So I do find going in with 3 thin coats rather than building it up with the 2 coats just works better. Now when I apply my gel paints, or my polishes even, I like to go close as I can to the cuticle with this. Because it's such a creamy base, it's almost kind of like a builder. I can push it down and back as far as I need it to and let it be nice and light. And then because the thickness of it as well, you can actually go in and do more than one nail and it will self-level nicely. I find I like to do just 2 nails at a time with this. Now if you wanted to do more than 2 nails, I would recommend don't go as close to your cuticle and your sidewalls, because when it's going to self-level, it's going to self-level and flow in those areas. So if you just don't go as close, it'll give you more playtime to do the rest of your nails. So that way you're not going to flood your cuticles with paint. Or if you're just not that comfortable to do it like that, guys, just do 2 at a time. It works great too. One more thing guys, always make sure before you go and cure, go in around those cuticles and sidewalls, make sure that you're getting any paint or polish off of there. You do not want that to cure because that will cause lifting. Be sure to go in and do a full cure between each layer of paint or polish. You want to make sure that that is fully cured between each layer. And guys, just a side note, you don't need to, or you shouldn't wipe off that inhibition layer, that sticky layer. You should just apply the second layer right on top of that. Guys, you'll notice right here, me and some fuzzies had a moment. There's no worry for that, guys. Just go in and wipe it off. It's not that crazy, but if you find more than one fuzzy, just wipe off that. You don't need to do nothing. Just go back in with your color. It will be fine as well. Guys, you're going to want to be sure to cap that edge. So you want to go at the very edge of your nail and put some polish on that. You want to do that with the color as well with the top coat that you're going to use. That will help prevent the chipping, and also it just makes the nail flow a lot nicer. I'm just going to top coat these two nails in matte and then give them a full cure. This was the inspiration behind my nails. I really wanted to do this nice abstract look, so I've decided to use these sticker decals, and then I was like, you know what, let's try some watercolors. I'm not really familiar with working with watercolors. I haven't done a lot of work with them, so I was really intrigued to see how they work and to play with them. I do find that even when I was doing this, I definitely need to practice on my watercolors. I feel like I wasn't bleeding them out enough. I didn't want crazy marbling kind of technique, but it's not that good in all honesty. I didn't think they turned out as well as they could have, or how I've seen people work with them, but they're definitely interesting and fun to use. So I will definitely have to do something a little bit more on these and give them more of a go. So as always, guys, we just got to keep practicing with just keep practicing with the new art elements that are coming out nowadays. There's so many new things that you guys can do with nails, and the key is don't give up, just keep practicing. The pigment on these watercolors though are absolutely stunning. Like, they're really nice to work with. A little bit of water right in there and they actually come out very nicely. But I was having trouble, I think, just kind of trying to bleed them together. So I think that's where I definitely have to focus when I do start using these or playing with these a little bit more. I'm gonna have to focus on that and the technique behind that, because I definitely know there's a technique behind it. So as you guys see, I'm just going for it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm not familiar with watercolors, but I'm just having fun and I'm just playing with these nails. I want to see what I can do, how I can manipulate them until I get them where I like them. I was noticing the more water that I was using, the more they were blending out and kind of bleeding into each other, and that's kind of more the look that I wanted to, but I wanted the blue and like the silver hue to kind of pop a little bit more. So as I get it to where I kind of think like, all right, it's okay, I kind of just leave it be. Like I said, guys, I definitely know that I'm gonna have to work with these a little bit more and just see like how far and what I can do with them. So after I get these where I want them and kind of where I'm like, all right, this is how it's gonna be. There's not more I can do with you. This is where we're gonna end at. So I'm gonna go in and put on my sticker decals. Once I pick my stickers, I just put them on where I feel I want them. Now with stickers, guys, you just want to make sure that they're completely flat, no air pockets, and that's all you gotta do. Just stick them down and flatten them out. These sticker decals, I'm just applying them directly over the watercolors that I did. You do want to make sure that they're dry first, of course, but then I just put them on. I didn't put a top coat or nothing like that down first. I like them, they look cute. So I went in and did my other hand with the watercolors. Now I'm just gonna go on and pick stickers out for this hand, because I'm just using this one sheet, so they're not gonna match. They're not gonna be the same on each finger, but it's the whole same concept of with them, and I really actually like that. The color combination of the blues and the greens with the browns and silver, like I'm actually really digging this set. I'm enjoying the way they're coming out. I must say though, the one thing that's kind of like throwing me off is the short square. I haven't had square nails in, oh my god, I don't even remember the last time I put on square nails. So I think it's throwing me off a little bit with the shape, but overall, I'm not minding them. They're actually nice. Alright guys, I'm happy with all the stickers I've chosen. So I'm just going to go on and use a top coat. I'm going to top coat all of them. Just a medium thickness. You don't want it too thick, but you also don't want it too thin because you want to encapsulate these. So you want to give it a little something to go over these stickers. I don't want them lifting. Now that I've encapsulated, cured, I'm gonna go in with some bling. They would not be my nails if I didn't have a little bit of bling on them. So I'm gonna use the same glue that I put these nails on with, the Venalisa Rhinestone glue, and I'm gonna put just a slight little bit of bling on. Guys, I'm just going to use these small disposable little cotton swabs to apply the glue. You can do this if you have them, you can use your brush, you can even use a toothpick. Really anything small to get in there. We don't want too much. And then I'm going to add my rhinestones. I've chosen to use Gold Shadow from my VDD collection. They're like this nice little, just a hint of gold, and I think it will complement these nails and the color scheme in these nails just beautifully. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my edge and go around each of them. I'm just going to do on both my two of my nails just as like a little accent. Don't want to go too ham with this set. I know what you guys are thinking. Put your gems in a tray already. Guys, I don't know, I'm just making my life a little bit more difficult. It would be a lot easier, guys, if you guys put them in the tray. I do end up doing that, but for some reason, I decided I would just set them there for now. As I'm placing my bling around my cuticles, guys, I'm being sure not to get any glue on my cuticles and don't push them back too far. You want them to sit as flat as they possibly can. And with this design, I just wanted to do something simple, one large one with two medium-sized ones and then two baby small ones. And I decided not to use the pixie crystals in this design. I just want to make sure that both of them are even and that they are both nice, and then I'm going to go in and give it a cure. Alright, so they're nice and cured. I just grabbed this little liner brush and I'm just going to put a little bit of top coat and I'm just going around the gems. Now guys, please do not go over your gems with top coat. It will just diminish them. You can't do that to the bling. So make sure you try not your best to touch it. If you do, just wipe it off with a little bit of alcohol, but just go around. That's why I find personally I like to use a very fine lining brush. It's just small, it can get right into the nooks and crannies, and then you go on with your top coat and then just push it up to the edge and you should be perfectly fine, and then give it a cure. And that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully there's any helpful tips and tricks. Thanks, guys. So make sure you go hit that subscribe, give it a thumbs up, go follow me on all my social media, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!